G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 29 of my Chaos Warlock playthrough, where this episode we've just hit level 90, towards the end of last episode actually, and that means we are due for some gear upgrades. Now, I've already gone and bought some of the stuff that I'm going to be using, but the main thing I'm looking at for this is going to be armor. Now, there's a few things to say on this. The first one is that the Mammoth Void set, the Elite set, is kind of the heavy armor Chaos set, and it's okay, but as far as skills go on it, for example, this one, +3 to Possession, is okay. Because we have it maxed out already, adding another 3 skill points to this only takes the damage absorption up to, I think it was 21%. Let's just go ahead and chuck that on. So yeah, 21%. We get a little bit extra chaos resistance and chaos damage, but the skills on that are not quite as good, I think, as on these shoulders. The chest has nothing for skills, but also our current chest has nothing for skills, so that's kind of not really such a big deal. This chest, however, does have a lot of extra armor and some stun resist as well. So this one I am definitely going to be swapping in. And I'm going to be melting this for my Sanctified Bone because that is expensive and I want it back. As far as the helmet goes, there's 2 options here. So you have the Elite Mammoth Dread Cask, which is Vitality and Chaos damage, which I like. It's also a bunch of health, which I like. And it's 2 decent resistances, which I like. And then +3 to Doombolt is also quite good. So we can swap that in. But there's a better option here. So the Elite Coven Mindbender Hood. Now there's no chaos damage on this one, so that kind of ain't so great, but the energy regenerated, a little bit of cast speed, and then some chaos elemental resistance, skill cooldown reduction, and +3 to Albrecht's Aether Ray. Now the reason, if you remember why I said I didn't really want to take these shoulders off, was the +3 to Albrecht's Aether Ray. So if I swap this helmet in instead, and then also swap in the shoulders, we're looking at still 24, so it's not perfect, but we can maybe get some gloves or maybe boots or something to find another +2, although getting more points in disintegration would maybe be a little bit better, but we don't have that just yet. The Soleil rings do have +2 to disintegration, but I can't use those yet, both because I don't have the reputation, or actually I think I do have the reputation, but I don't have the resistances to swap those out. So that's kind of the choice here. Do I want more damage on Doombolt? Well, yes, but also it's kind of doing okay for levels. In terms of what we could get for skill points for Doombolt, if we did that, now we're looking at 20. So this is a very solid nuke at this point. However, our main skill, I think, is a little bit more important. So, we picked up more armor on 2 slots. I think we've dropped armor on the helmet. Pretty much same, but we did lose 7% armor. We lost a bunch of health as well. But the good news is, all of the resistances, don't look at this one, are still maxed, so we are under control. Now, how do we fix resistances? Well, the first thing is, actually I wanted to make a new belt. So this one is level 50, we are level 90, belts have armor on them. So I picked up the blueprint here for the Coven Vial Girdle. I actually don't have the reputation for the level 70 Death's Vigil belt, so we'll be using the Coven one. So let's just see what that's going to cost me to make a couple of those. Restless Remains, not super expensive, but not particularly cheap either from memory. Restless Remains. Who sells the Restless Remains? Not you. Let's just go check the Coven. There's a lot of crossover between the recipes the Coven sells and everybody else. I have a feeling it's going to be the Rovers, actually. Yep. Looks like it's not them. It might be Homestead, but I think it's... I think it's going to be the Rovers. If it's not the Rovers, it's probably going to be Homestead. Rest-Ul. There we go, Restless Remains. So we can go ahead and eat that. And if I can push the correct button, we'll head back to Devil's Crossing. And we'll make a couple of Restless Remains. Was it 1 or was it 4? Why do I have 4 in my head? So Vial. It's only 1. And a Silk Swatch. So let's make 4 of these. Resilient Plating, 1, 2, 3. Silk Swatches, 1, 2, 3. And then we wanted Restless Remains, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of Aether Crystals. And then if we do a search for Vial, let's just make 1. Have a look. Fortitude, actually not horrible. Of the Aether, pretty horrible. Aggressive is offensive ability, so that's actually decent. And the last one is Stalwart. I think I'm going to go with the first one, actually. Yeah, of Fortitude. Let's chuck that on. Now, the good thing about this belt is, well, good thing. The thing about this belt is it had no resistances at all. So this one giving a little bit of poison, a little bit of chaos, I mean, realistically, doesn't matter so much. Especially since I'm short on Aether resistance. So what I'm going to do, actually, if we go ahead and chuck all my old stuff on again, you'll see here, Chaos Damage 1338. Now, if I put the new stuff on, like so, Chaos Damage 1480. So we've got a little bit of damage. However, I need some Aether Res, which means I am going to rip this component off of my my Pulsing Shard, my offhand, and I'm going to put a Purified Salt on there. Yes, I'm going to be losing about 100% Chaos damage and a whole bunch of other stuff that I can't use. But that will put me about where I was for damage and will cap my resistances. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. What? Essence of Chthon from Black Legion. Okay. So we keep the item, chuck that on there. Chuck that on as well. That should be resistances all capped. I definitely want to keep the add-on for this one. For the helmet, it's actually a really nice helmet, but I want the add-on because that's going on my new hat. And same deal for the shoulders, keep the add-on. There we go. So armor absorption back up to 98%. We've got some decent-ish numbers as long as I don't get hit in the gloves, which, let's be honest, those gloves are not amazing. Might even be able to find something decent from a vendor. So I'm going to sell these. I may as well keep the add-on here. I'll just use the anti-venom salve just for the extra armor, honestly, on the belt there. I could go and make an enchanted earth. Actually, that's probably not a horrible idea. Let's go see what an enchanted earth costs in terms of crafting material. What do we got here? 4 Restless Remains. It's not horrible. I want Restless Remains. Okay, I don't have enough Aether Crystals, that's fine. Damage to Undead, damage to Chthonics, Vitality, Chaos is fine. You know what, I'm going to put that on there anyway. And by the time I'm thinking about taking it off, I'll probably just melt the chest. Alright, so we can sell these now safely. And let's get on with Forgotten Gods stuff. Just make sure I haven't done anything silly, like completely destroyed my skill points. +1 Arcanist, yep. Okay. I do kind of want to have a look at the Phaeton Mask. So, Chaos Resistance I don't need. I can afford to lose the Chaos Res. I would be losing, what is that, 15% Elemental, so... yeah, I think once 94 rolls around, I think I'm going to just put the Phaeton Mask on for another +1 to all skills. That will mean I'll be losing 2 points in Albrecht's Aether Ray. So we'll be down to 22. So I may have to go and get the Ligorian Shoulders at that point. But that'll be fine. That'll be something to do for a later episode. Or I just won't put the Phaeton Mask on and we'll just leave this one until 100. Right. So we neck a potion. And I think we are good to go here. All the buttons seem good. No, we are not good to go. I forgot to go back to the Black Legion and get a Chaos Damage component, or augment, sorry, for my offhand. The other thing I could have done is I've got a bunch of armor pieces here with Solar Storm powder and such on it. I could, instead of doing this, I could have put Kingsguard on these, or Mankind's Vigil. This one. So that was also an option that I didn't consider. I'm not going to do it now. Let's try actually clicking on the search bar. Chaos damage. So we're looking at this one, I think. This one. What do you got? You've already got Essence of Chthon. Alright, awesome. What have I got in rings? Slith Venom. Chill Heart? Do I need the Chill Heart? I don't think I do. No, I definitely don't. Slith Venom. Kind of need for the bleeding resistance. So that's fine. Oh, just leave that. And that went on the offhand. Okay. Alright, now we're ready to go. So, Vanguard of the 3. And the first place we are heading is actually into a Chthonic Rift, which is kind of the main reason why I wanted to keep the Sanctified Bone. So let's head up that way. And we may as well go this way as well. There is an Exalted Stash potential spawn location along this edge here. I think it's right here. Doesn't look like we're getting it this time, but there's only one other place it can be as far as I can remember. So we'll go check there as well. I did spend about 800,000 bits on all of those faction items. They are much more expensive now than they used to be, which I had forgotten about, so kind of wasted a bunch, but not the end of the world. Okay, place the eye and we'll go into the rift. Now, we're here to kill the Corvin Titanovore's cousin, right at the end here. But basically we have a bunch of Chthonic rubbish to get through before we get there, including Rydal Aldous, which is an interesting name. And you'll notice my health just jumped up by 4,000 points because of the auras on these things. Rylock Crest, that's the wrong one. If only that was a Rylock's Mark. Mighty of Shattered Reality, that'd be a good one to use. Oh well. So these Void Taskmasters are not the ones with the aura. But the aura just strips me of like 4,000 max health. So kind of a big deal. You can stop following me and spitting poison. Alright, I do see the aura just there, so Void Oppressor is the one with the minus max health aura. And of course tons of health, so he's the last one to die. Alright, so here is Onarix, the Razorhide. And if we just spam 2 and 6 and hold the right click down, it'll continuously blast him and summon more sigils underneath him. There we go. Grab the heart, and we are done in here. So that, I believe, is going to be the end of the chaos damage we take for a little while. There might be a few other things here and there, but we're done with that. I'm just going to push on to the next rift gate, and then I'll go back and turn that in. The next quest in that line is, I think, to open the door to Korvac, so we don't need it for a little while. The Exalted Stash over here, however, I definitely need to get that. Give me something nice. That's not nice. So Leviathan being a soldier cadence weapon, definitely not what I'm looking for. Aether to Vitality, Elemental Bleeding. I've just bought a chest item, so we're going to be selling that. Okay, and I'm not going to pop that Devotion Shrine because it needs 3 different crafted components from memory, and I'm not going crafting for a Devotion Shrine. Okay, I don't actually have to go into that temple, and so I'm going to kind of skip it for a moment. This guy's got fire. Is he going to drop me a fire weapon? He's not. There's level 91. Which you'll love to see. So 1 and 2. I believe that is now 12 points. Nope, we get 1 more. Oh, we're level 91, so only getting 1 point per level now. Okay, pick up the rift. We'll head back to the Vanguard of the 3. I don't technically need to do this just yet, but we may as well. Okay, and yep, I'm ready to lead the assault. One thing I also wanted to check was if I can stand in here for a little bit. Oh, we've got Arcane Will going. And then I'll just jump out, heal up, jump back in. And there's Chillheart. So, Chillheart is decent, I guess. It's a cold dagger. Inquisitor Demolitionist skills. But for my uses, it's a few iron bits. Although I probably should hang on to a couple of these, because you can only get 1 of these per character. Same with Blazeheart, and I think the other one's called Stormheart. So all 3 of them, I believe, are 1 per character. Anyway, back to the Ruins of Abid. I am actually going to go into the temple here, because there are 3 bosses on the bottom floor, as well as however many heroes on the way. Plus, I believe there's a totem in there. I can't remember off the top of my head if the totem is guaranteed, but there is a totem in here. And for every hero I kill, I get reputation with all 3 of the witch cults, which is something that I definitely need to get under control. So the witch cults are really good to have it revered because they have the best augments in the game. You'll often hear me say that the Black Legion is the most important because of their augments, and that is true, but their augments are the best for leveling, whereas the 3 witch cults are the best for max level. Okay, Corvin's Secrets here. This chest is quite rare. There is 1 of these in each game, and it has like a million different spawn locations. And it will drop you along with a bunch of rubbish. It also drops this Celestial Essence. This is how you summon Kalagadra, who is basically the biggest badass in the game. Or at least close enough. Depending on who you talk to, it could be the Ravager. It could be, it's probably one of those 2, let's be honest. So that's how you summon Kalagadra. You find that chest in your game, and like I said, it has a couple of spawn locations in like every area of this entire expansion. So good luck finding it. But if you do find it, then you can summon Kalagadra and get yourself killed. Using a lot of energy again. Alright, looks like I lucked out on heroes and totems. I don't think I've killed any heroes at all, and I definitely haven't seen the totem. I wonder if it's worth going for a little bit of a walk, see if I can't find some heroes. There is also the little hidden area on the side, which I guess I'll go poke my head into that. So just here, you've got this little hidden doorway, a little bit of loot here, but nothing too amazing in this section. But yeah, just a little bit of a long cut. It's definitely not a shortcut. You're going the wrong way if you're coming in this way. But yeah, bit of free loot. Why not? Let's see about this guy. Animated Preserver. If that really is your name. Oh, still no weapon. Okay, so down here on this last level here, there's going to be 3 bosses. Now, you can influence what spawns down here. These Risenstone Temple Guardians and the Ineshkor Temple Guardian. These could be replaced with a Chthonic monster, depending on what quests you did in Morndale, in front of Malmoth. So if you go down to the 2nd level of the Chthonic Plane there, and if you let the cultists out, this will actually... these guys won't be there. You will have instead a demon, Chthonic, whatever. So if you get here and you've got different things, then that's going to be why. Also, definitely want to be pulling these on their own at the moment. Just looking at my health bar, watching it kind of bounce all over the place, and that's a lot of extra icons here. Alright, so he's got the lightning one. So he should drop a lightning one. But I think this is he's not going to have one every time, I think. Down he goes, yeah. So Mage Storm of Thunder. Decent. But yeah, he's definitely not going to have one of those every time, but you can farm him and the other one. I came here to kill these guys, so let's do it. I think as long as I don't get one shot here, and stay out of the goop, and especially stay out of the meteors, should be okay. So once the meteors start falling again, I'm gonna run away. Down he goes, and this is why I came here. So 75 for Bismail, 75 for Dreeg, 112 for Soleil, and all 3 of those had similar levels of reputation. So that's why you come here, you kill these 3, and you get a bunch of reputation with all 3 of the Witch Gods. And then you can just walk out the back door here, and you're right next to the ruins of Abid Riftgate. So this is actually my area of choice when it comes to farming reputation for the witch cults. I just kill those 3 over and over and over, and any heroes and totems on the way. And it's a relatively speedy farm, let's say half an hour, and you'll go from just starting Honored to done for Honored. Done for Revered, sorry. So it's pretty good farm, pretty fast. And you may get some purple items out of it as well. Okay, so I don't think I need to worry about Grimoire. I don't think I reset between the last episode and this one, so I'm pretty sure I've already killed him in this session. Let's just go ahead and walk through here. We can safely ignore all those. There are a few little hidden areas to the south down there, and we're going to kill all this here. Just checking if my resistances are being shredded. My health bar is definitely being shredded. Right, let's just target some of these down to get them out of the way. Is he getting healed? Nope, he just has a ton of health. Okay. Why do I feel like he's getting healed? I think he is. Or maybe he's stealing life. Anyway, he's dead. Codex of Truth is Fire and Lightning, so nope. And definitely no for that one, although +3 to Albrecht's Aether Ray and +3 to the Sigil is pretty good in terms of skill points. Maniacal and of Attack are not horrible. That could be worth hanging on to. The rest of this, not so much. Now, is the treasure trove up there? Can I be bothered killing all this to have a look? Well, looks like we're doing it. Kill off the big guys first if I can. Okay, and we've got Plagueurius, however you want to say that. Down he goes. Alright. Well, now that I've killed the big and ugly and scary thing, we can just walk up here and no treasure trove. Okay, so that means the treasure trove is probably along this edge here. And if we're going to run into Grimoire, he's going to be kind of here-ish. Nope. I'm pretty sure I didn't reset the session in between the last episode and this one. So this area can be a little rippy as well. The rage flames and all the rest of it can kind of build up. That's interesting. Okay, what do we got here? Bunch of little things. I don't see the treasure trove, but I've already aggroed all the nasty, scary things, so maybe we just kill them anyway. Alright, there we go. Yep, I'm glad I did, because the treasure trove is in fact here. Sphere of Many Blades. Okay, that one's new to me. Offhand, acid poison. Alright, it's different. Anyway, I was actually expecting that to be some sort of conversion to like whirling blades or something like that, but not today. Well, not ever actually. The item isn't going to change tomorrow. Right, here's the next rift. So we are, what are we, about a quarter of the way through the top half, I guess? Maybe slightly more than that. Depending on which bits you skip versus which bits you actually do. Alright, I see a totem up ahead. And I like my totems. So I'm gonna go do that. Down here, there should be a few... Nope. Oh yeah, here we go. I was going to say there should be a few Molten Claw slices in the area, but... Scorpions instead. That poison is a little bit ouch. get rid of these fairly easily. Basilisk Claw. I think that's going to be a medal. No, it's a dagger. How about that? A lot of Draig, poison stuff. Okay. Titan plating. Really good component. I would never use it in a head armor because prismatic diamond exists. But this goes in the chest for a lot of my builds. The 12% armor is really good. Lights Defender plate. No. Golgothian Slicer, no. Stormcaller's Gem, also no. Where's that blueprint? There it is. So yeah, Titan plating, definitely one of the better component blueprints. Use that in a lot of builds. Right, so we have to do... Where is it? Doesn't actually say which one it is, but basically it's this tomb up here on the left. We'll go in there, do the totem here first. Let's try and keep moving-ish to stay out of all that rubbish. The stuns are a little bit annoying. There we go, there's a burning halberd. Which I think is the first one I've seen drop. Okay, Forsaken Eldritch. That's 2 arcanes, which is not good. I'm going to kill Arcanus here. And then I'm going to try and dodge the other one. Okay, there's the arcane ball thing. Okay, both of the arcanes I believe are now dead. You're vampiric, you're already dead. Okay. We can pick all this stuff up. I think we're done? Nope. A couple of little guys left. Getting all the reputation with the various cults here is the main reason to do totems. The other reason, obviously, is going to be loot and blueprints. But getting the reputation is definitely good. Bloodwrack Gauntlets I don't think are going to be something I want. Where are we? On the last page already? Nope. Nope, didn't think so, but good to check anyway. Alright, so into the ruins here. This is going to be the Tomb of Ariath. We do, however, have a short detour to make because we just hit honored with Soleil as well, I think, but I saw Bismail hit honored. So I'm going to go and pick up the writ for them. And my inventory is full anyway, so I may as well vendor a bunch of rubbish. And just like normal, I don't want any of this, so you can have all of it. My apologies to anyone who wants any of these purples, but you can't have them. You'll have to farm your own. And what was that component I just sold? Probably doesn't matter. Okay, where is my writ? There it is. And then I should have one available for Draig. Nope, we're not quite there on Draig yet. It's interesting. There must have been some a quest or two that gives Bismail reputation and not Draig. It's fine. Back to our conduits. Potentially after this, maybe I'll have honored with Draig. Let's actually have a look. How much do I need? Cult of Draig. 700, so maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we got another lightning one over here. So, yep, he's going to drop the Storm Halberd. The other guy had the fire one, which is... I'm pretty sure it's just the default now. Rune Dagger of Draig. Decent drop. Not for this build, but just in general. Alright, here we go. What are you? You're burning. And you are also burning. Okay. Actually doing a decent amount of damage here. Okay, one burning down, and second burning is also taking his sweet time about it. Neither one of them actually had a weapon to drop, which is surprising. I would have expected both of them to drop one, but apparently not. Okay, I'm going to come back for this, because I just want to clear the area first. So I think I'll do this platform, then I'll do that totem. Already got the pylon up here, which is good. What are you? Turn all the loot off just so I can see what's going on. And I'm starting to use potions a little bit more, which it's a little bit worrying. Although, towards the end of the Forgotten Gods expansion, this honestly is probably the most dangerous section of the campaign. Dawnguard helmet, no, but it's a good one to pick up so I don't have to worry about it later. Aggressive of Tormented Souls, again, no. Corvin Cask, what do you do? Nothing I'm interested in. Having Aether and Chaos Res on that, though, is pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's from the warding prefix. Eat that. Okay, so once we blow up this pylon, the big bad scorpion boss dude will spawn behind me, and then we can kill him. Okay, so Slay the Dusk Reaper. Now this is going to be a lot of poison damage, and also he has friends. So these things here, toxic spores. Let's actually see what they do. Poison. Oh, they just run over and explode? Okay. Never mind then. Let's not stand in those. Getting crystals. I'm seeing the sunder icon above his head, but I'm not getting sundered. So I am confused. Okay, that's the end of him. I don't know what was going on with his sunder. I definitely got sundered, so something he was doing was sundering. But I was seeing the icon above his head later in the fight, and I never got sundered again, so maybe it's a melee range only thing. It's a definite maybe. Yeah, I have no idea what was going on there. The attack that he was doing just after the sunder icon looked like it was like a poison wave or something. But I definitely got hit by that. And then didn't get sundered, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Right, so I think the messenger is actually the next thing I need to worry about. Now, this little section here, once we go up these stairs, can be a little rippy because of all of these dudes who have knives for arms. Kill these just for the XP. Old knife arms there, I'm just going to walk away from. Okay, and we don't have Dayla's locket yet, so worry about her later. I was kind of wondering if I could attack things below from up here, but I don't think I can. That's right, I think Now I probably want to start taking it a little bit easier, a little bit more carefully. Impervious of Vitality. Let's treat Arcane Will. Yeah, not so much. Definitely want to stop running past things at this point. Because these guys take forever to kill. And there's going to be a lot of them coming up. I don't want to get overwhelmed, so I think we just spend the extra time, make sure everything dies on the way. Or at least most of it. This stuff, I'm going to ignore them. This stuff, though, I'm going to fight this. And I think the other thing I need to do is just pick the big guys and tunnel them down. No more waving the beam around. Okay, and those big guys are also a pain. When they put their spear away and it looks like they're punching you with both arms, that's a stun, which interrupts channeling the Aether Ray or the Chaos Ray. It's just painful. Alright, oh, I thought you were dead. These griffins, I was kind of expecting at least one hero griffin. Up to as many as like 3. Looks like I'm only getting 1 and he's not a hero. He is dying down there. I don't think I can actually hit him, but I think I have an aura or something that's going off. Got the sigil underneath him. I won't lie, I'm mostly doing this to get my energy back, which has now been done, so let's head on down. Still don't see any hero birds. I was expecting a couple. Alright, let's go play with the messenger. That's my chaos decently over, fire's over, vitality's well over. I think we're good. Okay, what's in this area? Players deal more damage. Hallelujah for that. Monsters deal additional fizz I don't love. And lifesteal. Okay. Well, it could have been worse, but I definitely don't love the modifiers that Okaloth here has got. Okay, and now show us your true form. There you go. This meteor's definitely hurt. So I'm using a crystal here, or an aether cluster rather. Just take a little bit less damage, be useful. Okay, I wasn't actually standing in anything there, but I thought I might have been, so that's why the dash at the end. And mission complete. 112 reputation with everything. Do we have... No, we still don't have respected, or honored rather, with Cult of Dreeg. We're almost revered with Soleil. Still not even honored with Dreeg. That looks like it's the tortoise. Is it? It is. Yeah, so we definitely got low. Below 50% for sure. Like I said, taking a little bit more damage than I would be comfortable with normally. I think the main problem is the lack of damage on this beam. It's technically enough, but also kind of not. Definitely what I should be doing is stopping Forgotten Gods, go farm up the Black Flame set. That's what I should do. Don't know if it's what I will do though. Alright, I think that's everybody. Okay, I think I will actually go to the next Rift Gate, and then I don't think I'm going to mess with Korvac himself. I have a feeling if I did, I would end up dead. So we might... Do I even want to mess with Dravis? Not really. Not really, if I'm being honest. Alright, I think I might stop here, and we'll go farm some totems for a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm actually worried that I'm going to end up dead. So, double rare here, we'll end up selling that. Which is fine. I'm not even going to go kill Dravis. Because I am worried that he'll just kill me.
Have you executed?
Yes, he's dead. Okay, there's 92. It's maxed out Doombolt. A little bit more physique.
Welcome back.
Messenger is dead. Thank you very much. +1 attribute point. Lovely. Interesting that it's only +1. I don't remember doing this in Elite, so where's my other point? Anyway, right, so with that decision made, let's go ahead and vendor all this, and we'll go do some totem farming. And I also want to get... Oh, hang on. I wanted to keep that, didn't I? That one. Reputation with the Witch Gods is also not a horrible idea. So what we can do... I think I'm going to not reset just yet. I'll go do the other totems I like to hit, but I might come back and just do the Ruins of a Bead every now and again.
Got something you need stashed? I'll hold on to that for you.
What else we got? Just the scrap.
No questions.
There we go. So that's a quest item. All the rest of this is going to be good to have. Maybe level 94. We'll put this helmet on. Should be better? Question mark. Let's go see if we can find Chupacabra. So how's my bleed res? Decent, but not amazing. So if I do run into Chupacabra, I'm not sure I want to fight him, actually. I'm not confident that I can do enough damage to actually kill him. Let's put it that way. Okay, the crabs should go down decently easily. These big trees are a pain, though. Oh, that's probably a major part of why they're so painful. Okay. New plan. New plan. We walk away from the trees. There's no totem here, there's no treasure trove here, so we just walk away. Let's see, we've got Handaroth here. Ignafius Mage Blood definitely needs to go. Okay, I think I got the Arcane. So there's... what do we got here? Haldra the Bloodlust, Alder Emberclaw. decent stuff. And I think, is it Handaroth? Can spawn just here as well. Looks like he's not home if he is here today. Just duck through the building, heading down. We'll see if Avarice is home. Avarice is a little scary, but not too bad, I think. As long as I kill all of her healing friends, I should be fine. No star in there, we'll just go straight in. Alright, no treasure trove here, no totem. Being absolutely gypped here. Probably should try and farm this area until that potion runs out, or at least use a little bit more of it. Okay, do we have Avarice today? I don't see anyone running over here, so I'm kind of leaning towards no. Yeah, no Avarice today. It's fine. Here's my my treasure trove just here. Which I guess I'll clear the area out first. Okay, reflective is kind of annoying. So having him just stand there and vibrate against the walls, also a little bit irritating. Alright, here we go. Stoneplate Waistguard. Why am I just dying? Look at all this stuff I'm reflecting. This is interesting. I don't think... Oh, this is going to be from the Scales of Volcama. Burning. I mean, 2 damage every second. I don't think I care. This is also reflected. The bleeding, I don't think I'm doing any bleeding, so it's probably something I'm standing in, or he's hit me with a bleed. Same with the electrocute and chilled. I don't think I do that. There we go. So once we step outside, we've still got, what, a totem, we've got a treasure trove to fetch, potentially a Chupacabra to avoid. And these big tree golem things are a pain. Alright, there's my totem. Treasure trove's done. So I can't complain about that anymore. Here's treasure trove. Kuba? Kuba? No. Good. Alright. Big scary. Actually not too bad. Another reflective. These guys are everywhere lately. I wonder if there's just more of them than I'm remembering, or if they increase the amount that spawn. It's probably just more than I remember. Alright, I will be needing Ugden Blooms, so I'll go ahead and grab this. And have we got any elites here? Not really. I guess we'll kill them anyway. Okay, next up we are going to go... let's go over here. We'll do the Astrakhan Valley one. So as soon as you zone in, take a step, you can see it's just up to the north. So I'll head up that way. Throw a couple sigils down on the way, why not? So I see 2 heroes here, which I'm pretty happy to try and kill. This one's a regenerator, which I don't love. Down he goes. Now I can kill the rest of them, no problems. Well, I hope. No problems anyway. There we go. How are we doing for bits? 4.3. Probably don't really need them, to be honest. But I also probably should collect them anyway. Alright, let's get out of that poison. And what do we get? Amarastan pauldrons. Not really. That's cold stuff. Pet stuff. And Beast Slayer's Mark. So not really anything good here. Let's go ahead and eat the blueprints though. 3 of them. I've been collecting them. Alright, let's bounce up to... You know what? We'll go to Homestead and sell some things. And then I think we'll do maybe Necropolis next. Necropolis is always good.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Sell, sell, sell. Okay, actually the Black Grimoire, is that... No, it's Vitality, okay. Right, so, Necropolis, if we just go to the interior rift here, there is one guaranteed void totem in here. You just take a step, I can see it's not here, which means it's going to be up this side somewhere, probably here, maybe over here.
That skill's not ready.
So if we just go for a walk, yep, there it is. You can turn around and fight all these guys. We can just walk straight past them as well. Either way will work. They'll all leash before you get to the totem. And down they go. Rest in pieces. Okay, what do we got? Unstoppable. Love how none of these have actual names. Or have actual affixes, so I don't know what they do. Let's get out of whatever that is I'm standing in. A couple of harbingers to take care of, and they of course explode when they die. There we go. What do we pick up? Rubbish, rubbish, and rubbish, and yep, more rubbish. No loot for me today. Okay, I'm getting reputation with the outcast, which is okay. I'm also looking for... I think it's a pair of lightning gloves that have +2 or 3 to disintegration, which we're obviously converting all of that to vitality, which it's not great. It's not the best damage type, but it's okay. Alright, so that's done. Astrakhan Valley's done. I guess we'll go and poke our heads into the Blood Grove. There's potentially 2 or 3 totems here. There's the first one. So, bad news, it's a bit of a run for this one. Good news, it means I know the one behind the waterfall isn't there, so I don't have to check for that. Because that's even more out of the way. Let's just get all this stuff following me. And then we can kind of round it up. Blow it all up in one go. Okay. And turn the lid off. Here we go. What do we got? You guys have to go kind of first. It's nothing personal, you just do way too much damage. Okay, kill the little guys next, I think. Thin the herd, as it were. A Terror of the Void, and then the Dark Omen. Alright, so we've got, what, 1 purple there? Wraithwalkers. Probably not going to use those. Rifthound Leather Boots, definitely not using. Black Star of Deceit. Okay. Stop that now, please. What do we got here? Dark Omen falls on your enemies, reduce target's resistances. So that doesn't stack with the scales, but would also be losing +3 to destruction, which is this one. Let's have a look. Where did I put it? Where did it end up? The chaos damage percentage is less. The attack damage converted to health I can't use. Attack speed is worthless. Vitality and chaos res is, yeah, that's nice to have. +2 to second right is, yeah, no, I don't think so. No. Pert, Peacekeeper, Right Hand of Carnage. I don't think any of this is particularly good. Okay, off to the Blood Grove. So we have one more totem, potentially two if it spawns just south of us, which it has. Lovely. Let's go get that one. And for a change, hasn't blocked the way for me, so I just get to walk straight in, pick off the trailing cultists, and we are good to go. Okay, I'm not seeing any arcane monsters, which is definitely what I want. This guy here, though, this guy needs to go. Actually, pretty much all of these are annoying. The one defender is definitely making the rest of this painful. All that green goop putting the beam on cooldown is really annoying. Is it this guy doing it, or was it the servitor back there? I think it was this guy, but I might be wrong. Might have been those things. All right, what do we pick up? The Doomsaw of Gluttony. So one-handed axe. Aspirant's Ward. Nope. Storm Serpent. Definitely not. Mythical Lifebinder. No. And what do we got? Face Guard of Perdition. So that's basically the whole set there if you want to spend the time crafting. If you can craft one piece of the set, for example this helmet, then you can craft 4 of them and re-roll it with the transmuter, and you have the whole set. Alright, bounce back up to the Blood Grove here. Now you could have just ran, but honestly, not so much that I'm lazy, more that this way is faster. Also, I'm definitely lazy. Alright, don't think that one's there, don't think this one's here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be up in the village. Hello. Fozdaroth, if that really is your name. I'm just going to blow you up. Rotmender's Ring is going to be poison, I think, from memory. Yep, poison, a little bit of that stuff too. And that heal proc is not horrible. Might get a few chthonic seals of binding in here, maybe even a demon blood or 2. Would be alright. There's our chthonic seal. Demonic of the Void. Conversion rate on that is horrible, but the percent chaos damage is really nice, so I definitely need to be keeping my eye out for stuff like that. And there's a really nice spot at the bottom of these stairs where you can just blast the beam straight up the stairs, hit everybody on the inside. Really good spot there. There's another seal of binding. Love to see it. Everybody files out of the building in single file and just runs straight into the laser. Good fun. Well, I mean, not for them. Good for me. No, I've missed the totem. So it is actually going to be probably this one. Having said that, don't think I'm going to bother going back for it. And the treasure trove is not here, so I think I'm done with this area. What else we got? We could go do Twin Falls. Let's do Twin Falls, why not? Okay, see the totem just over there? Go do that.
I can't do that yet.
One good thing about fighting the undead is that they don't really have much resistance to chaos. Whereas the Chthonians definitely do. Okay, let's pop that open. We'll take out the crabs first. Especially this one. Alright, there's level 93. What do we pick up? Just the Crimson Claws, Blade Guard Grips. These are decent gloves. I believe they're losing their physical resistance roll, but decent. And the rest of this gear is not so great. Alright, so 93, and we finished maxing out Doombolt. So realistically, there's basically two options at this point, or three. We could go Overload here for more offensive ability. A little bit of Aether Res there wouldn't go astray either, but this is basically for offensive ability. I could put more points in Sigil, which is, I think, what I'm going to do. We could also put a few points in Blood of Dreeg. I think we go Sigil, get more damage. Dead things can't kill you, usually. But I think I'm going to end the episode here, so thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye for now.